Welcome to World War II Chronicles, a weekly tribute to America's fighting men and women in commemoration of the Second World War. These programs are narrated by Ed Herlihy and are based on the news broadcasts of the war period from the recorded sound collection of the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
The Battle of Midway in early June convinced the U.S. Navy that it had gained the initiative in the Pacific. To exploit this advantage, Allied strategists developed a plan for moving on the air base at Rabaul on the island of New Britain. The first objective in the plan was an assault on the Solomon Islands just to the southwest. On the morning of August 7, 1942, U.S. Marines hit the beaches of Guadalcanal, Florida, and Tulagi Islands.
This afternoon, Admiral Ernest J. King, Commander-in-Chief of the United States Fleet, announced that American forces have now landed on the Solomon Islands, where heavy fighting is still raging. Admiral King emphasized that this action in the Solomon Islands is our first real offensive that we have launched, the first one at all in this war, and that considerable losses must therefore be expected.
This is the first time we've taken any territory away from the Japanese, and the Admiral confirms the impression of observers here that the fact that we have now moved to the offensive is of tremendous significance.
The landings were a complete surprise to the Japanese. In 24 hours, almost 18,000 American troops had landed.
Coming ashore in waves, they swarm across the beaches and immediately begin to dig in.
There seems no doubt that our Marines have effected several landings in the Solomons, that at least one Japanese land aerodrome is in our possession and in use, and that the initial landing parties of Marines have been strongly reinforced.
The aerodrome, renamed Henderson Field, would give the Americans control of the air over Guadalcanal. But the battle for Guadalcanal was just beginning.
Columns of Marines move into the interior to begin the long campaign to drive the Japanese from the remainder of the island.
I'm Ed Herlihy. Join me next time for World War II Chronicles.
World War II Chronicles was produced by the American Veterans Center and Radio America in cooperation with the National Archives. To listen to more episodes, subscribe on iTunes or visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org. We need your help to keep the legacy of our World War II generation alive. Visit AmericanVeteransCenter.org to make a donation to support World War II Chronicles and the ongoing work of the American Veterans Center.